Hey Rockstar, get ready with me. First step is the Skinny Confidential. Today is going to be a quick one. I actually want to put some of the e.l.f. drops, actually Tarte, to give me a little more glow. Today's going to be quick because it's a film day. It's not a coaching day. And my makeup needs to be natural. You know, so many of my collab clients, the products that I collaborate are health related, so you can't be all glammed out. I do want to add a touch of color, and that definitely does help. So, how are you? This has been so much fun revamping Sanctuary of Style. I am still getting in the hang of it, but I have committed to at least one video per week, and depending on my schedule, I am shooting for 2. I was really busy toward the end of the week last week, so I didn't get a second video out. And the 10 ways to boost your mood naturally, I had everything against me that day. Anyway, it's done. It is upload. I hit upload. So whatever it is in your life that you need to hit upload, do it. Stick with it. I wanted to give up that day. I wanted to give up that day. I was almost in tears. The camera wasn't recording, and then if it recorded the visual, it wouldn't sync or record the audio. It was a good test. It was a really good test for me. So commitment is everything. What in your life do you need to hit upload? Do you need to book the class? Do you need to write the book? Whatever it is, hit upload. Do you need to start a YouTube channel? And I am dressed. I know when I'm sitting down, I love to wear sarongs while I'm doing my makeup so that I don't have like the collar of a robe. I get so much makeup all over my robes if I do that. So in this new place, I've set the intention that I wanted this place to feel like we were on vacation, like we were in a hacienda or a villa. So when it was really, really hot during the summer, we moved June 1st. So I pulled that out and I'm like, this is perfect. So anyway, sidebars all over the place today. Okay, that feels like it's set in. Oh, this really is the best stuff, y'all. I'm gonna keep on telling you. Skinny Confidential, caffeinated SPF. It's zinc, it's clean ingredients, and it tightens the pores. Okay, film day. My makeup needs to be light. So I'm still going to use SEINT. I'm still going to go with SEINT because I love it so much. How cool is that? Still getting this set up in the bathroom, right? But look, my husband, you know, he's a musician and he's a producer and a sound engineer. And so he always looks back and helps me tweak. So another sidebar, if you are wanting to start a YouTube channel or even Instagram reels and get really consistent with your short form videos or YouTube long form, sound will determine if your video comes across profesh or amateur. And my husband will always watch back my videos and give me constructive criticism and help me make them better every step of the way. So we have this, you've seen in my first few videos, the DJI, and then we got the little lapel mic to go in it. Because when he saw my first Get Ready With Me, we thought it would be okay in here because of the soundproof. And I'm telling you this because I know a lot of you ladies, a lot of my clients are Rock the Camera clients. That's my course on how to have camera presence and shoot great videos. We thought it would sound okay in here, but it was very echoey. So I am trying out this new lapel mic for the first time today. So just remember that. If you're doing short form, you know, the vertical quick videos, if you are close to your camera, especially the iPhone, they have created the iPhone, turning this into a digital workshop. The iPhone, the way it looks, the colors, I just got the 15, now the 16 is out. The camera is amazing. And it's got great audio as well. So if you're close and you speak clearly, you may not, especially if it's a 20-second video, you may not need to pull out the mic, but make sure you have great audio. Curious who tried any of the mood boosters. What did you think? I want to know. And when I was creating that video, there are several herbs, adaptogens, and mood boosting supplements that I take. So I'm actually going to put that in another video. I might be able to get it done and give you ladies 2 videos this week. You have to do whatever you can right now to keep yourself in a state of faith. There are major distractions that can make you crazy. And I know that it's been that way since 2020. It is all in an effort to keep you fear-based, in a state of fear. And I am here. I am on a mission. I said it the other night at dinner. We were all talking about, I was with very close friends, so we could talk politics. Typically, that's not a good dinner conversation, but when you're with your inner circle, you can talk religion and politics. You can talk about everything. We talked about menopause. We talked about marriage, work, business. Said several times at dinner, well, I'm a little scared that X, Y, and Z. I'm a little scared that X, Y, and Z. And I thought, you know what, ladies? We have got to shift every time we think that, and it's easy to do because the uncertainty, the fears surrounding if X, Y, or Z happens. How are you going to shift into faith in that moment? Do you trust God? Do you trust God? Do you trust that God has won the battle? Remember how cool this is? 1 layer makeup. Are you resting in God's promises? Are you staying in joy? Stay in joy. Fight for your joy. Choose joy. And you know what? The enemy wants us to stay in a low vibrational, depressed, oppressed, confused, chaotic, distracted state. Lord knows I haven't realized this during menopause. That's why I did the video. 10 ways to boost your mood naturally. So that you have a toolbox. So that you have a toolbox to go to when these things start ruminating in your mind. What if, what if, what if, what if? What if you trust God? What if you shift from fear to faith? Uncertainty into certainty that God is working all things together for your good. Shift from distraction to focusing on what God says, the Word of God, His promises. Oh, sister, I have felt it and seen it so many times in my life. That's what I challenge you with this week, moving forward. Faith over fear every single time. Faith over fear every single time. It is not always easy, but you are a warrior. You are a warrior woman. We are being raised up for such a time as this to be soldiers in the army. And I know that you are powerful. And I know that you are. So be mindful of the people that you're hanging around. If you do not feel strong enough to help raise them up out of fear, until you are in a place of overflow, until you have reserves, right? So I was telling my girlfriends the other night, this last year and a half, I didn't have any reserves. My husband's mother passed away. She was ill and he was traveling to Australia. You probably know the story. He probably went to Australia in 2023 7 or 8 times. Do you know how hard that trip is? So he could sit with her in the nursing home. Just sit with her. She had dementia. In her last days, she remembered him. She remembered him visiting. And you don't realize as a spouse, as a wife, how much energy it takes and compassion and grace to support your man when he's going through something like that, especially across it on the other side of the pond. And I would do it over and over and over, not complaining. But all I'm saying is, during menopause, during my own growth, God was really working on me. All of those trips that Aaron was out of town, I wasn't going out with my friends. I was leaning into God like never before. So I didn't have reserves. I had enough to pour into my clients. and continue with my contracts and work. So I feel like it's coming back. So when you get into a state of overflow of joy, overflow of peace, overflow of encouragement, then you can be around those people, those friends that are down and they feel hopeless. They are totally fear-based, and they will not pull you down. You will actually, with your reservoir of joy, peace, love, compassion, focus, your mindset, you're going to be able to encourage them and help lift them up, raise them up. How good is that? So good. So, especially in this community, if you haven't joined our private Facebook group yet, we keep these discussions going from longevity and the gut health, perimenopause to postmenopause, all the things to empower you, which is body, mind, and spirit, your mindset. We talk about everything. So join the private Facebook group. I invite you. And I put a link in the description to join my mailing list, because I am also committing to an email a week. It's more than being confident. What did I say? 10x your confidence. And this boldness to speak up, show up. I'm going to use the Milani. I love these retractables because you don't have to sharpen them. I don't have a harsh line. Oh my gosh. This Anastasia, it's linked in my LTK shop. I had the darker color. I get more compliments every time I wear this. I wore it to a girlfriend's birthday the other night, and link to the lips, link to the lips. So how are you going to stay in faith this week? When you start to feel the fear, acknowledge it. Oof, feel it. All right. You might get in your head a little bit. Get out of your head. That's one of the 10 tips. And when you're in your head, you're dead. You can feel your energy. The overcognition, this is wild when I learned this. When you overthink, your brain uses so much energy. That's why if you are an overthinker, thinking all day, ruminating all day, you are always exhausted because you are using up so much energy. The brain uses a lot of calories. It's like, they describe it like you've run a marathon. So if you're always exhausted, be mindful of that. Take a look at that. Take a look at your overthinking and practice presence. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out here. 10 ways to boost your mood. And I want to know if you've tried some of them. But most of all, this week, stay in faith. You are a faith-filled woman. You are not a woman of fear. You are a woman of faith. Love y'all. See you next time.